this any class. So you're giving me this opportunity to share something about the holy name. So very, very grateful, Mataji's. How many of you were there for last class? Mataji's, anybody who was not there for last class?
I was there, but I didn't hear properly, Mataji. I was outside.
I also did not attend.
No, you didn't attend. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone else didn't attend? So I will do a little quick recap because this is connected. Sessions is connected to this today's session. Book, The Living Name by His Holiness Satchidanand Swami. And he writes a very wonderful book. So many realizations in this book about how to chant with absorption. And he's divided the chapters into chanting in yojana, which we did the first class. So how to align your body, mind, and heart with chanting. Second was chanting in sambandha. So how we should understand that, we are related to Krishna. And then third was chanting in Seva. So this is what we did last time, chanting in Seva. And today we were going to do exercises about how to chant in Seva. So quickly, the theoretical part I will go through really quickly because this is a recap. So chanting in Seva. So Maharaj talks about how, why do we have to chant in Seva? Because Seva is the mood of Radharani. So that's why it attracts Krishna. So this is a very, basic understanding for us. Why does Krishna like the mood of Seva? Because that is the mood of Radharani. So then Krishna is inspired only when we chant in Seva Bhav and when we chant in focus. Not that, so we have to understand that the Harinam we are saying are just syllables, the Hare Krishna, the 16 syllables. And for it to become Naam, Krishna has to descend into that. So Krishna can descend. I mean, he is potent, so he can descend anywhere. But when we chant without focus, when we chant inattentively, or when we chant without a seva bhav, he's not inspired to come. Not that he cannot come, but he's not inspired to come. And that's why it's very important to be doing in this mode. And then as previous class we mentioned, holy name is a person. So we should start seeing the holy name as a person and not, so we cannot refer to holy name as it or something. It is a he. So he is a lovable person who has features, desires, and form, qualities, pastimes. So, but our first introduction to Krishna is through holy name, but then everything else follows, the form, name, and qualities. Then we read about Haridas Thakur praying of how, the Nama is a personality. And then even in Rupa Goswami's Namashtaka, it is said that the great, demigods and also Narada, Sukadeva, all these are praying to the tips of the toes of the holy name. Okay, where, some glowing radiance is emanating. So when we say that Brahma and Narada, Sukadeva Goswami are praying to the feet of holy name, that means we should understand that holy name is a person and not just a syllable or something. So, so because now he is a person, we have to establish a relationship, and then we have to have this seva bhava. So, Sri Prabhupada also says that when we chant Hare Krishna, keeping Krishna, it means it's keeping Krishna always within our heart. So our aspiration when we do japa should be to receive Krishna in the temple of this heart. So it's a relationship, and about details about relationship we talked in the last class, which was sambandha. And so the first step in attracting Krishna into our japa is by doing it in a service spirit. So that is how Maharaj writes all about seva bhav. So, and then we read the verse in Bhagavatam which says, Ata Sri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grahim indriyai. Sevonmukehi chifado swayameva spuratyada. So this tongue is material. So nothing material, because the Lord and the Lord's name is completely spiritual. Nothing material can actually, they say, this, when I heard this, it was, disturbing in the sense, they're saying, Acharya is saying, the material tongue cannot utter the holy name because it is material and Krishna is completely spiritual. So just by our muscles of the tongue, we cannot take the holy name. So when does, so we are only uttering syllables with our material tongue. And what is becoming the holy name is when Krishna descends in it, because it is entirely spiritual, right? So Krishna has to descend from the spiritual world into the material sound we are making. So we have to absolutely do something that attracts Krishna's attention. So we cannot, be in Sambandha or be in Seva and then expect Krishna to descend into the syllables that we are saying. So nothing material. So na bhavet grahim indriya. So no material senses of ours can capture the Lord or understand the Lord. And then what do we have to do? So we have to do Sevon Mukehi Jivvadau. So Seva of the Lord. So this is what we are doing, is the Seva of the Lord. So that's why Seva is very, very, very important. So we have to be inclined towards. Is my voice getting cut? It's saying my internet is unstable. Haribol?
Yes, Mataji. Yes,
Are you
your
audible, Divya?
Karuna, it is good, Mataji.
Yeah. Oh. All right. So we have to be in the mood of seva. So we have to apply all our senses in the seva. And actually, when we take the name of the Lord, he can spiritualize our senses also. The first and foremost thing we said was to use our time and attention in serving the holy name. So we have to serve the holy name. So Nama Japa is also a service. And then, so we have to be not absent-minded in our chanting, which, many times we are. So we have to be present-minded. So starting point is what? We have to be in the present, means in the japa, and understand that we can only understand Krishna by devotional service. So again, Srila Prabhupada has made this beautifully. Always, any book you read, it is devotional service. It is never devotion. So it is always devotional service. So service is the only way we can attract Krishna. So last time we had, Namta Mataji also beautifully explained, how seva is important in our passage to the spiritual world. So Krishna also, although he is potent, he doesn't have to reveal himself to everyone. So who does he really reveal himself to? He reveals himself only to his servants. Okay. So so our starting point has to be seva. And when we do seva, our heart, I believe, ignites a little match, a match of, love or relationship for Krishna. And then as you keep on chanting in service, what happens? It becomes like a blazing fire. So it becomes like a blazing fire like this. So the Lord in the heart, we can awaken him. So they always say, right, like all of us inherently have the love of God, but it is dormant. So that dormant to become a blazing fire, what we have to do is we have to do seva. So then we said, right now, why are we not able to do in this mode? Because we are in the center of our life. So, we are like, I love myself, or, this is mine, that is mine. So we are in this we and our mode, me and mine mode. So from there, we have to remove ourselves from the center of the heart and put Krishna in the center of the heart. And when we put Krishna, because Krishna is the Nama, then, you would have put the Hare Krishna mantra in your heart. So, so we have to chant for the Lord's pleasure and chant with devotion. And then again, he extended this chanting to even Kirtana. You can extend it to Kirtana, and that's why Kirtana also, we should never do it to enjoy the Kirtana, or, not even, sometimes, Kirtans are so blissful. We enjoy them and we experience some ecstasy. So it is okay to experience, but that should not be the motive. So neither should we do Kirtana to enjoy it or to enjoy the ecstasies that we get thereof. Same thing in japa. For advanced devotees, they are seeing some ecstasy in japa also. And so that should not be the motive. You may get it as a byproduct, but our intent, sole intent, should be chanting for the pleasure of Krishna. And then we read, so it's like I was saying about how material our tongue is. So if we try to chant with our tongue, it is like a dwarf trying to reach the moon. So just like a dwarf can never raise to such a height to reach the moon. But what does the moon do? The moon can somehow come down to us. So the moon can come down to the dwarf. So like that, we are dwarfs before Krishna. We are dwarfs. We are blind to the transcendence. So what happens when we try to chant in the mood of Seva? Just like the moon can come down for this dwarf, the Lord can come down in his name for us. So what makes the Lord come down in his name is our mood of Seva. Then, Seva is actually our dharma, right? Seva is our dharma. We are Nityara Krishna Das. So we are always Krishna's Das. So we are, that is a constitutional position. So there is service already in that, our eternal constitutional position. And then if you look at the bhav, the four rasas, where in spiritual world you can relate to Krishna. All the rasas, dasya, sakya, vatsalya, madhurya, all of them have seva in it. So even madhurya, it is the loving relationship with Lord as a boyfriend like that. But even then, even that has seva bhav in it. So the gopis are always serving Krishna. So dasyata is everywhere, and even when we get initiated, what are we getting? We are getting das and dasi. So it is inseparable part of a devotee. Okay, and we actually have a very inherent impulse to perform Krishna Seva. So that is dormant. And when we have the right circumstances, then what happens, that picture that I showed you, so it is a little spark is there of love and Seva to Krishna. But in the right circumstances, what happens? It becomes a full blaze. So when we chant in Seva, what happens? It becomes this Seva for Krishna. When we chant in Seva, then our spiritual nature will unfold. Okay, so for our material body and everything, it will become spiritualized when we chant in Seva, and then our specific rasa will be revealed. So now, so that Seva bhav is always there. Like if you look at our lives, if we are not serving Krishna, we are serving somebody else, right? We hear this, our Siksha Gurus tell us always, if we are not serving Krishna, we are serving Maya, or we are serving family members, we are serving, our bosses. So something. So that Seva potency is always there. So right now we are trying to waste our Seva potency in dealing with the world. And despite, doing all that Seva, there's frustration, right? I agree. I mean, with all of us, for women, we have been serving our families, right, for years together. And I'm not saying it's not okay to serve. We have to serve, but it is still frustrating. So our potency has to be directed towards the Lord. So this is also our dharma. So our seva dharma. And then we discussed that the inclination to serve is there, but in different varieties and different grades, I should say. So what happens in Brahmajyoti, when if you look at impersonalists who wants to merge in Brahmajyoti, so what happens? They want to become one with the Lord. So when you become one with the Lord, then your separate identity is not there. So when you don't have a separate identity, there is no place to serve, right? You cannot serve when you are one with somebody. So that is why, acharyas have warned us, have cautioned us that, we should never have this mood of, merging with the Lord. They say that that seva potency that inherently we have is completely extinguished when you go into the Brahmajyoti. So this is what happens to the impersonalists. And what happens when some devotee aspires to go to Vaikuntha? In Vaikuntha also, the service attitude is there, but it is less. Because why? Because in Vaikuntha, everybody understands that, the Lord is, supreme, magnanimous. We look at that Lord in awe and reverence. And there are so many, around people serving him. So we think that, the Lord doesn't need our seva because we see him in an Aishwarya bhav. So it is less, I believe, in Vaikuntha. But when you go to Goloka Vrindavan, here, nobody's thinking that the Lord is actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's why, you know, the most intimate seva happens in Goloka Vrindavan. So your seva potency is maximum, full blown, in a place in Goloka Vrindavan, because here we have a personal understanding of God here. We are not thinking he's, you know, some, you know, up on the pedestal, unreachable sort of a thing. So the seva bhav is maximum. It reaches the pinnacle in Goloka Vrindavan. Why? Because it is the principle of, you know, mamatva. Mamatva means we think Krishna is mine, right? A simple example I gave last time is, you know, you have two children. One is old, like a teenager, and one is a 1-year-old. And then the teenager, even if you're not available, he can do things on himself, right? Like he can maybe, you know, make some sandwich and go to college himself. So he's not so dependent on you. But the 1-year-old is so dependent on you. Like even if he's hungry, he keeps on saying, mama, mama, mama. So he's completely dependent on you. So the mother pays, you know, more attention to that little one, and she may sometimes, you know, ignore or not pay so much attention to the older one. So it depends on, you know, how dependent are you on the Lord. So there's no holding back. So in Goloka Vrindavan, everybody is like, my Krishna, my Krishna. So they are fully, you know, this mamatva is at a peak in Goloka Vrindavan. And so, and in that bhav, they can serve nicely. And then so much so that, you know, Krishna actually becomes dependent on the devotee because of their service attitude. So, you know, we've heard so many pastimes where, you know, Yashoda Maya thinks like, you know, if he doesn't feed Krishna, you know, he's going to starve. Or if Krishna, you know, walks on the sand, you know, his legs will be bruised. So she always wants to serve him because she thinks Krishna is dependent on her. So that is the more only in Goloka Vrindavan. So your service attitude is maximum in Goloka Vrindavan. And then seva cannot exist without love. So if you remove seva, if you remove love from service, then it becomes only work, right? Like for example, you know, at work, and when we go for a job, we don't have to do it with love. We're just doing because we are paid or something. So that becomes work. So when the seva becomes infused with love, only then it becomes bhakti. And to such an extent that, you know, Krishna can be controlled by this love. And then no, I think that's all about Seva we read till last time. Then now we will go to the exercises. So summary of Seva Bhav, I hope you all understood. Then now we have some exercises. I am just going to, you know, use this book and read as it is. So nothing is my own. Everything is the grace and mercy of His Holiness Sachinandan Swami. So he gives you, you know, at the end of every chapter, he gives you how to actually practically do it. So now these exercises will be how to chant in the Seva Bhav. So first exercise, he says is, you know, this is, you know, for japa. So what does it mean to chant in the mood of service? So we are talking about this mood of service. What does it exactly mean? So we should think, you know, before japa, that's why, you know, when we wake up in the morning, take some time and get into this mood before we just pick up the bag. And even I used to, like, you know, just get up and pick up my bag and chant, but understood that, you know, it was not with feeling or any bhav at all actually. So it's worthwhile, you know, to spend 10 minutes before japa to get into this mood of, you know, seva or mood of sambandha and what all Maharaj is recommending. So first, try to be aware that what is the object of, you know, my chanting today, right? So we are doing something. When we're investing 2 hours. So what is the object of my of this activity that I'm doing? So the holy name is our objective, and holy name is none other than Sri Krishna. So we have to remind ourselves that, you know, the seva is for Sri Krishna, and the object of my seva is Sri Krishna. And then the chanting itself is devotional service, right? Because chanting comes in the Navavida Bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam. So it is by itself. So just by chanting itself, it becomes devotional service. And then so we have to put these two together. What the holy name is the object of my service, and chanting itself is devotional service. And so putting these two together, our chanting is devotional service meant to please Krishna, our object of service, who is non-different from his name. So my chanting today is I'm doing devotional service to please Krishna, who is the object of my service, and he is not different than his name. So Nama Seva is Krishna Seva. So when we are doing, what we're doing is Nama Seva, and that's directly Krishna Seva, they're saying. So Then by this Seva, we should desire to please Krishna by consciously chanting his name. Okay, in every mantra. So we should be conscious that we are doing it for Krishna and this is my service to Krishna. Okay, so practically how to do it? If you all can do this, it'll be nice. So step 1, sit tall with spine erect. This is also part of yojana. So whenever you do japa, sit straight with your spine very erect. And as if, Maharaj says, like, suppose a thread is put on your head and they try to pull it on the roof, how straight you'll become, like that you should sit. Why? Because, the air, the prana vayu goes up. Okay. So it has to go up. Otherwise, if you're slouched or if you're lying down or, other postures, that effectivity is not there. It is not that effective. So we should always sit as much as possible, health permitting, we should always sit straight like a stick. And then second thing, our mind, is most often disturbed. So you should try to get your mind to calm down first before you start japa. And this you can do by little pranayama. So take a deep breath, inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Do this, like 3-4 times until all those distracting thoughts disappear. So do it now. Take 2 deep breaths. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm hoping you're all sitting in the erect position and breathing. And then your mind is a little bit more calm. So in that calm state, when all other thoughts you've driven out by this breathing, because, scientifically also, when you take deep breaths, the oxygen flow to the brain improves. So the brain functions better, with more clarity. So there is science also to it. And then even, our Vedic way also, you're moving the air up toward the head. So these 2 positions you should do. And then now bring your consciousness to your heart. Okay, so focus on your heart and make a connection with the Lord. So imagine that the Lord is in your heart and make a connection. So I'll read, you imagine this. Krishna is my close friend. He's my only protector and maintainer. He has descended in his form of the holy name just to give me shelter. Okay, so think Krishna is my close friend and he's coming down to give me shelter in the form of his holy name. So think actively. And then this, my dear Lord Krishna, I wish to offer my chanting to you for your pleasure. Please accept me as your servant. You can say it loudly or you can think this in your mind. Dear Lord Krishna, I am offering my chanting to you for your pleasure. Please accept me as your servant. Okay, then you start chanting. So already, our mind is now calm, free of some distractions. And then we are offering our chanting to Krishna. And we have, we admitted that, we are his servant and we are doing it for what? For his pleasure. Okay. So then you start chanting. And sometimes, your mind will still go back here and there. And so bring it back. And again, you can repeat Krishna is my close friend, my object of love, and please Krishna, I'm offering my chanting to you. So you can repeat this whenever your mind wavers. So this we have to do it. So our Seva Bhav should be awake in our heart. And then we are doing it for pleasing Krishna. So if we have this opinion or attitude before we start chanting, then, by doing this little exercise, our bhakti in the heart will arise. And then you're aware of Krishna. Krishna is there with you either in your heart or, next to you in your room. And when Krishna is, directly present, he's coming down in his name, then, we can focus better. So our mood is right, fertile to do chanting. So this is what Maharaj recommends. So this is exercise 1. Are you able to see me or my network is low, they said? Are you able to see me, devotees?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So everybody tried this exercise?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes?
Yes, Mataji.
Has it helped? Your mind is a little bit more clear, right? At least I feel, when I do that sitting and breathing, your mind is a little bit more clear to start this. And then so this mood we have to develop because that is important. Otherwise, our chanting will become very mechanical. Yes, we are doing 16 rounds. We may be doing 60 rounds, but if not done in the right mode, it is like what Maharaj says, it is like an empty capsule. So, a capsule with the powder, medicine powder, and a capsule without the powder, they look same. So for people hearing our japa, it is same. For an outsider, it is same. But, does it have the powder that actually treats? So what is that powder? That is, chanting in Sambandha and Seva. So we all have to do this. Get into that mood, do with the right attitude. I mean, I personally feel I wasted, so many years not doing it in the right way. So let us all, work in one step at a time. Everything's not going to happen at the same time, but let us practice this. Okay, then second exercise gives is become aware of the meaning of mantra. And again, we are we know, theoretically, we know the meaning of mantra, but what Maharaj says is, be aware of what it means, because sometimes by repeatedly saying the same thing, we kind of, not give it much importance. So it becomes, very familiar. So, Hari Bhakti Vilasa says that you should do mantra artha chintanam. So, what is mantra artha? So, artha of the mantra, we should do some chintan before we start. So, it is one of the 6. So, and this is, in ancient yoga practice, Patanjali also, they give, whenever you say any mantra, you should always contemplate on the mantra. And this works not just in Patanjali, it works in Bhakti Yoga also. So before doing mantra, you do some chintanam. What does this mantra mean? So you know the meaning of the mantra, right? There are many meanings given, but Srila Prabhupada simplified it. He said the mantra means
Hare Krishna Mataji. We have Mataji, I think, had some network issues, so she'll join back. So please wait, Mataji.
I'm sorry, Mataji, my internet was unstable. I'm back. So,
Prabhupada has given the meaning.
yeah. So, simplified meaning is what? O Radha, O Krishna, please engage me in your service. Or you can simply say, please accept me. Okay. So sometimes people think how can I, say the mantra and also think about the meaning of the mantra. So these are two different things. Isn't that distracting? So for this, Maharaj gives an example of where you have honey and you have milk, right? They are two separate things. But when you put honey into the milk, it nicely mixes and then it becomes honey milk. So like that, when we are chanting, this meaning should be kind of, mixed with, it should become one with the mantra should become one with the meaning. So every time we are saying the mantra, we should mean that, Krishna, please accept me. Radha, Krishna, please accept me in your service. So we have to kind of, make them one, merge one with each other, the mantra of the chintanam and the saying the mantra. And then now the exercise, he says, so same steps you should do. Sit erect, everyone, please. So sit with your spine erect, close your eyes, calm yourself down, try to remove all the thoughts from your mind. What am I going to cook for dinner? When will my child come home? Why did this person say this to me in the morning? So all those, you try to drive them away. Take a few deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, breathe out. So try to not entertain any other distracting feelings. Let them all go. Just this, the next 10 minutes are for Krishna. So let no other thoughts come into your mind. And then again, take your consciousness to your heart. The Lord is still there. He's waiting for you. And then you say, Krishna, you're my master and I'm your eternal servant. Unfortunately, I have forgotten our relationship for so many long years. Now I wish to return to you in your form of the holy names. And then start chanting and meditate. O Radha, O Krishna, please engage me in your service. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So 2 modes you should be having. One is you're begging for service, and also thinking that, I am your servant, I have forgotten you, please accept me. So this is with this mode you have to chant. And whenever your mind becomes restless or other thoughts come in, again pull your mind back and tell your mind, this 20 minutes I'm chanting for pleasure of Radha and Krishna, and that I'm doing this seva, I'm doing this nama seva. So let no other thoughts come in. So Maharaj says Hare Krishna mantra is like a treasure chest. So how do you open this treasure? By being aware of the meaning. So mantrartha chintanam we should do. Okay. And then in this exercise, Maharaj also mentions that there is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur recommends meditations of Gopala Guru Goswami. So Gopala Guru Goswami has written some meditations about the holy name. And actually, they say that, this is for more advanced devotees who are very advanced in their spiritual practice. But he just gives it for us in case, we can use it. So this brings you to, mindfulness about our relationship with Radha Krishna. So every syllable, like Hare has a meditation, Krishna has a meditation. So we can either use all the meditations, or you can pick one meditation and keep thinking about it. So it depends on what you want to do. And again, it said that it is the meanings of this is all for mature devotees, advanced in spiritual practice. But I'll just read, so we will see if we can use these. So Hare. So when you're saying Hare, you're again contemplating on the meaning, right? So this is a prayerful meditation. Engage me in your service is a direct artha of the mantra that we are meditating on. But these are some prayers you can do while chanting. Again, they are not separate, but you feel this way when you're chanting the holy name outwardly. So Hare means you can say, Hey Hare, Machittam Hritva Bhava Bandhanan Mochaya. So, O Radha, please capture my inner heart and deliver me from the bondage of material life. So this bhava you can keep. Then Krishna, Hey Krishna, Machittam Akarshaya. O Krishna, please pull my heart to you. So you can pick something that each one of you likes and try to do this meditation during chanting. Then the next Hare, they write, Hey Hare, Swa Madhuryena Machittam Hara. O Radha, please steal my heart with your sweetness. So Hare is Radha, right? So he's referring to Radha. And then next Krishna. So Hare Krishna, Hey Krishna, Swabhakta Dwara Bhajana Jnana Danena Machittam Shodaya. O Krishna, please purify my heart by giving me, through your devotees, knowledge of how to worship you. Then Krishna, Hey Krishna, Nama Rupa Guna Leela Dishu Man Nishtham Guru. O Krishna, please make me study in devotion to your name, form, qualities, and pastimes. See, we can make our own prayer also, but these are so beautiful. I thought, we can use them if we can't, spontaneously feel this way. Then Krishna, Hey Krishna, Ruchir Bhavatume. O Krishna, please may I develop taste for you. Then Hare, Hey Hare, Nija Seva Yogyam Mam Kuru. O Radha, please make me qualified for serving you. Then Hare, Hey Hare, Swasevam Adeshaya. O Radha, please show me how to serve you. Hey Hare, Swapreshthena Saha Swabhishta Leelam Shravaya. O Radha, please tell me of your cherished pastimes with your most beloved. Then we finished Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then Hare Rama, He Rama, Preshtaya Saha Swabhishta Leelam Mam Shravaya. O Rama, please tell me of your cherished pastimes with your most beloved. Last time I discussed this Rama in the Hare Krishna mantra. I discussed in the morning Japa class. This Rama in the Hare Krishna mantra actually means Krishna only. It is not our Treta Yuga Rama. So this mantra that we are doing, the two personalities that are there is Radha and Krishna only. So this is like Radha Raman, you can say. That is the Rama here. So please tell me your cherished pastimes with your most beloved, that is Radharani. Then He Hare Swapreshtena Saha Swabhishta Leelam Darshaya. O Radha, please show me your pastimes with your most beloved. Then Rama, He Rama, Nama Rupa Guna Leela Samranadishu Mam Yojaya. O Rama, please engage me in such services, remembering your name, form, qualities, and pastimes. Then, He Rama, Tatra Mam Nija Seva Yogyam Guru. O Rama, please make me qualified for your service in this way. Then, Hare, He Hare, Mam Swaki Kritya Ramaswa. O Radha, accepting me as your own, take pleasure in me. Then, Hare, He Hare, Maya Saha Ramaswa. O Radha, please enjoy with me. So, or take me along with you. So this is some of the prayerful meditations that we can do to get into that mood of seva and sambandha. Okay, so that is exercise 2. So we did the steps of breathing and sitting erect, and then how Krishna is our master, and how we are asking for engagement in service, and some advanced devotees can do these prayerful meditations. Then exercise 3. So exercise 3, they say, yeah. So for inviting Krishna into our heart and into our mind, we have to kind of, step out of our own little worlds. So, our mind has made this little world we have. So we have to exit this false world of Maya that we are, right? We all make our little worlds, right? In our brain, in our head, and in our mind, in our hearts. So we have to exit. Our Maharaj says, exit your little constructed world. So we have constructed the worlds, and we have to come out of these to be able to chant in Seva and Sambandha. So only when we exit this world of Maya, then only we'll find that connection with Radha Krishna, and only that will make our soul rejoice the Nama. See why we are not getting taste? We are saying, oh, itne saal se main jap kar rahi. I'm talking about myself. I'm chanting so many years. I'm not getting any taste. I'm not enjoying. You want to finish your rounds. You want to, वो japa bead bag ऐसा टंगा के जाना है हमको. Wherever we get a little time, like a ritual, we are doing it. So why are we not getting the taste? Because, we are not doing it in the right mood. So we have to do all this, that Maharaj is recommending. Many things is recommending. So to get this taste of, because we're not in connection only. We're just doing the syllables. Actually, it's not even Nama. We're only uttering the syllables. I am only uttering the syllables. So I have to do Nama. So for that, I have to come out of this world that I have in my mind, at least, during the japa time, and then establish that connection with Radha Krishna. So for this, what understanding we should have? We should have understanding that I am an eternal spiritual soul, and then remove this mistaken identification of aham mameti. Okay, aham mameti. So I and mine. So this concept, we have to come out of this aham mameti, and then we have to, because when we are in this concept, Maharaj is saying our chanting becomes a background music. Okay, while our mind with its thoughts and moods takes the center stage and steals the show. This is so true. We are doing japa in the background, but in the foreground, all our mind is doing is, this is what is happening. Ye hua, wo hua, ye karna hai, wo karna hai. So that is coming in the forefront of the stage, and somehow the japa has become, went backstage. So this is what happens. So it becomes, Maharaj is saying, when we do like that, chanting becomes like a background music. And then our own world that we are constructing becomes a center stage and becomes, to steal the show. So would Krishna like to, come to such a show? So he won't like to come to such a show. So we should work better at this. So we have to somehow, clear our mind. So Maharaj is recommending an effective method called Bhuta Shuddhi meditation. Actually, this Bhuta Shuddhi meditation is done regularly, even before deity worship. They recommend. So what does it do? It removes our absorption in the body by lifting us to the spiritual level. So we are always in the material platform, right? So when we do these Bhuta Shuddhi meditation, what happens? It makes you spiritual. So it lifts up your consciousness. And then it connects you to eternal essence in relationship to Radha and Krishna. So Bhuta Shuddhi meditation unveils a true me. So that which we are, that eternal soul which we are not behaving like at other times. So it kind of unveils this Bhuta Shuddhi meditation will unveil that real you, the real self. And then we are easily able to say, engage me in your service, right? When we are in our eternal constitutional position, if we can bring that out for during the time of japa, then we will connect with Radha Krishna more easily. So this exercise Maharaj recommends to enhance our attention towards Krishna in his holy name and avoid the absent-minded chanting that we are doing. So some steps are given. He says that, you see and adopt one, that try them out and see what works best for you. So I'm going to read the steps and you all can see what works for each of you individually. So same thing, sit tall, sit straight, spine erect, shoulders back a little bit, expand your chest, shoulders a little bit back, and then exhale deeply. So breathe out, long, deep breath out. Then take a slow, deep breath in. Breathe out, long, breathe out. Deep breath in. Take a deep breath. One more time. Breathe out. Breathe in. I'm hoping you're relaxed. Drive away all other thoughts. Next 10 minutes are for Krishna. Continue breathing softly. Look, you can look in front of you, but relax. Your body should all be relaxed. It should be as relaxed. If you put a shirt on the hanger, how is it? It's completely, floppy, right? So like that, your whole body should be very relaxed. Keep on breathing. Inhale, exhale. And relax your body. And when you take a deep breath, you should feel your belly coming out. So breathe deep into your belly. You can put your hand on your abdomen and feel it coming out. So that much deep your breathing should be. Take a deep breath in, put your hand on your belly and see if it is rising up. Then exhale and you should see your belly going in. So do this couple times. Then gradually focus. Your focus now should be on the heart. Focus on your heart and imagine that there is a ball of golden light. Okay, like a little sun in your heart. Okay. And imagine, so you have to imagine whenever you take a deep breath in, you imagine that this ball becomes bigger. When you breathe out, it will become smaller. So one more time, imagine a ball of fire in your heart or a sun in your heart. And whenever you take a deep breath in, it's becoming big. When you take a deep breath out, it's becoming smaller. Okay, and whenever you take a deep breath in, this sun, little sun that's in your heart, all the rays are entering your body and concentrating on your heart. Okay, how do you feel? Little relaxed. Okay, and then now concentrate on your heart where your spiritual soul is. And then I'll read the prayers, so you'll pay attention. So this is Bhuta Shuddhi meditation, is reading these prayers. So I let everything in my life slowly and gently disappear. Keep your eyes closed. Stay calm, relaxed. Focus only on this. I let everything in my life slowly and gently disappear. My relationships, job, projects, plans, and all that occupies my mind. I let them completely slip away. I'm now absolutely alone. So imagine yourself wherever you are, you're alone, there is no one around you, nothing in your environment. And if you want, you can imagine yourself sitting in some, holy dham. So whatever is your favorite place, go there. Sit next to Yamuna, sit at the field of Govardhana, sit in anywhere in Braja. Okay. Then I have no memories, no thoughts in my life, just me and my breath. I'm absolutely alone, absolutely safe, absolutely present to whatever comes. So I'm present minded now. I'm not absent minded. Now focus on the heart space, concentrate there, and feel that this is where my true self lies. My true self, which is a part of Radha Krishna, this is where that is. And somehow, due to misfortune, I have forgotten that, and I am wandering in this world in the cycle of birth and death. Helplessly, I am taking different bodies, one after the other. I am living a dream, one after the other. But now, my fortune has turned. I met Srila Prabhupada through his books and followers, and I've learned from him what my actual identity is as a pure spirit. So focus on your heart space, feel your true self, be grateful to Srila Prabhupada that, now we are aware. I'm a resident of the spiritual world, the kingdom of love. I'm an individual who is completely separate from this body. I've been inspired to take up the path of eternal loving service to Radha and Krishna. I will no longer ever be alone. I know that there is only Radha and Krishna, no one else. So if you're unable to focus or remove distractions, sometimes you can see your deities or your favorite picture, and then kneeling before you, so you get this mental image of Radha Krishna wherever. Either you can take the help of a picture, or for those who can just make this mental image of Radha Krishna and Raja, get that image before you, and then you kneel before them, and now you express themselves. Okay, so that's when you're able to now offer the japa to Radha and Krishna. So you wrapped yourself in this relationship with Radha Krishna, and then bhakti will rise in the heart. Is it arising? You feel more bhakti towards the Lord? Yeah, and then in this mode, you chant Hare Krishna. So, this initially may seem long, but on practice, this mode that you're in comes after a shorter version. So there is a short version also that you can say. So I am by nature the eternal servant of Krishna, but because of my misfortune, I have been inimical towards him since time immemorial. I have been identifying myself with the body and been continuously wandering in the repeated cycle of birth and death in the material world, suffering the burning threefold miseries. Now, as a result of some unimaginable good fortune, by the mercy of my spiritual master, I know that I am an eternal servant of Krishna, and that I am an infinitesimal spiritual being completely apart from the gross and subtle body. Now I have obtained the good fortune of being able to serve my spiritual master's lotus feet, and by his order, following his footsteps, I serve the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Radha Shyamsundara, or your own personal deities you can think about. So this is the mood we chant every day. Imagine if we can chant in this mood. Hare Krishna. Did your mood change, dear devotees?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. So, we should try this. Okay. Then exercise 4. So that was 3. The Bhuta Shuddhi meditation was exercise 3. Now exercise 4, Maharaj writes, Srila Prabhupada gave a meditation that introduced us to Manasi Japa, or worshipping Krishna in the mind. So, Prabhupada begins by saying, chanting the Hare Krishna mantra means keeping Krishna always within your heart. Then he guides us on how to offer Krishna an appropriate sitting place and to worship him with sacred water as well as garments and ornaments. So, so now we've cleared our mind, and we have come to this mood of chanting in the Seva Bhav. And now he says you actually have to bring Krishna into your meditation. You have to give him a place in your heart. So you haven't got to make a very exalted throne for Krishna. You can imagine, in my heart, I have placed a diamond throne and Krishna is sitting there. So it's, we cannot, we don't have to do this. Like we don't have to go out and buy a diamond throne or anything. But in your mind, in your heart, you offer a nice, nice jewel throne for Krishna in your heart. So put that throne in your heart. That is accepted, and actually it becomes true. Even if within your mind you think that I have kept one diamond throne, a very costly throne, because Krishna is coming, he will sit there. That is not false. That is a fact. Now you create such a situation within your heart. Now Krishna is seated. Let me wash his feet with Ganges water or Yamuna water. Now I change his dress to first class costly garments. Then I decorate Krishna with ornaments. Then I give him something to eat. So this is Manasi Puja. So when you're not with your deities, or you're out somewhere, then easily we can do all this in the mind. So we have that pastime, right, of Raghunath Das Goswami, how he offers mentally kheer to the Lord, and he's feeding, and when he puts his finger, this is all in his mind. He made this kheer, and when he puts his finger to see if it's too hot for the Lord, actually he burns his finger. So of course that is Goswamis, they can do that, but we can also in our mind offer this puja to Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada ends with encouragement to practice the meditation often. You can simply think of this is meditation. It is such a nice thing. Anywhere you can sit down and think that Krishna is sitting in your heart and you're receiving him in such a nice way. This is not false. It is a fact, and it is so easy. So Srila Prabhupada always says that, you can do this. Anywhere, sitting anywhere, you can invite Lord Krishna into a throne, a beautiful throne that you can put in your heart and invite him. So this is, this helps you in meditating on Radha and Krishna while chanting. So it is, this some advanced devotees can do, they said, not everybody. Then in Sri Krishna Leela Sthava, the great Sri Sanatana Goswami says, you, Krishna, enter the hearts of those who take shelter of your beautiful form and chant your holy name. So it's like, if you invite Krishna into your heart, you can chant nicely. But if you chant nicely also, you can invite Krishna's form into your heart. So both ways it's true. So that was exercise 4. So serving Krishna in meditation. So Manasi Puja. You can do that before japa or even during japa. Then exercise 5. Exercise 5 is a prayer for service. So you're begging for service through a prayer. So praying to Krishna is a verbal expression of the most important aspect of bhakti, to turn to Krishna. So good prayers means what? It is not just a lip service. It has to come from your heart. So best prayers will come from a sincere devotee's heart, and one who sees, Krishna as the only shelter. Only then these sincere prayers can come. So a wonderful prayer is given in Sanat Kumara Samhita called Padya Panchaka. Is given by Sadashiva to Narada Muni at the banks of Yamuna. So Lord Sadashiva gives to Narada Muni this Padya Panchaka, and it has a potential to infuse your chanting with devotional feelings and can be recited before your japa or kirtana. Should I read those?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Padya Panchaka, prayers to Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. I don't know the tune because it's the first time I read this, so I'm just going to say it how I can read it. There must be a nice tune to this. I don't know. So, samsara sagaran nathau putra mitra grihakulat goptarau me yuvam eva prapanna bhaya bhanjanau. One should pray, O Sri Sri Radha Krishna, please rescue me from ocean of birth and death. Please rescue me from the troubles born from children, friends, and home. Please break into pieces the fears of your surrendered devotee. Yoham mamasti yat kinchit iha loke paratra cha tat sarvam bhavator atya charaneshu mayarpitam. O Shri Shri Radha Krishna, today I place myself and everything I possess, both in this life and in the next, at your feet. Tat sarvam bhavato radhya. So sarvam, everything, I charaneshu mayarpitam. So I put it at your feet. Aham api aparadhanam alayastyakta sadhana agatischa tato nathau bhavantau me bhavet gati. I am home of all offenses. Aham api aparadhanam. So full of offenses. I have abandoned all spiritual duties. I have no shelter. O Shri Radha Krishna, O my lords, please become my shelter. So bhavantau me bhavet gatihi. So I have no other shelter, means no other gati, other than you. So begging for their shelter. Then tavasti radhika nata karmana manasa gira Krishna kante tavai vasmi yuvam eva gatir mama. O Master of Radha, I am yours. O beloved of Lord Krishna, I am yours. I offer to you both my thoughts, words, and deeds. You too are the goal of my life. So tavasti radhika nata. So who is radhika nata? Krishna. Then what is saying? Karmana manasa gira means I offer thoughts, words, and deeds, everything to you. Then Krishna kante. Tavai vasmi. Krishna kanta. Who is Krishna kanta? Radharani. Tavai vasmi means tavasmi means I am yours. Tavasmi. We should keep saying this. Tavasmi means I am yours. I am yours. Yuvam eva gatir mama means your goal of my life. Gatir mama means you are my gati. So you two are my gati. Sharanam vam prapannosmi karuna nikara karo prasadam kurutam dasyam mai dushte paradini. O Shri Shri Radha Krishna, you are like two great oceans of mercy. Please be merciful to me. I take shelter of you. I surrender to you. Please engage me, a sinner and an offender, in your service. So mai dushte paradini means I am so sinful. Yet, you're like, because you're like oceans of mercy, please be merciful and take me into your shelter. So this Sanat Kumar Samhita assures us that one who chants these 5 prayers daily will quickly attain the direct service of the divine couple. Hari Bol. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Padya Panchaka. So it is 5 verses, and this is from Sanat Kumar Samhita. And if you chant these prayers every day, then you will quickly attain the direct service of the divine couple. So this is the Falashruti. So you will attain the direct service of the divine couple. So this is exercise 5. So we can do this. Then exercise 6, instructions from Mangamataji. Any question? Or should we do it at the end?
No, just a request to post that Padya Panchaka Mataji in the group. If possible, can you post that Padya Panchaka?
Now, Mataji, I'll have to scan, Mataji. It's not a...
Not now, Mataji, whenever you are.
Yeah, later. I'll post the Padya Panchaka and also those other meditation, powerful meditations. I'll post, Mataji. I have to scan it and I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. Then the 6th exercise. So we've done 5 so far. Another 10 minutes. Can I take Mataji's?
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji.
Yes. So exercise 6 is instructions from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura. He says if you want to enter a service mood while you chant, you should take these 4 principles from Harinama Chintamani. Who's saying? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura. So one is, be in the company of saintly devotees who teach exemplary service mood. By example, such a mood is infectious. So, if we are not in the Seva Bhava, then, you take the association of somebody that is. It is like, you go to a perfume shop. So you don't have any perfume on you. You go to a perfume shop. There are so many perfumes and, people testing perfumes. So when you go and come out, you'll have some perfume on you. So it's just like that. So you don't have something. You go to someone that has. Only those people can give us. So that is one. Then second, chant in a peaceful and secluded place, in a peaceful mood, consciously phase out external distractions. So we have to make an attempt. So these exercises that we did will help us remove these external distractions. Then number 3, chant in a determined attitude. No matter what happens and whatever your mind may concoct, remain fixed on the mantra. After some time, you will see that your mind gives in to chanting. Hari Bol. So if your mind is always disturbing us. So if we are very determined and control our mind, then after some rounds the mind is going to think, okay, ye to sunne wala nahi hai, and he'll go away. So he will give in to chanting. So this is what we should do. Not allow the mind to take over chanting, but the chanting should take over the mind. Then fourth is mantrartha chintana. So think about the meaning of the mantra. So practice these 4 principles and it will steadily allay all your problems of chanting. This is the most magical formula, he says. So start to execute it. So can anybody repeat what are the 4 principles that Bhaktivinoda Thakur is giving? You can unmute and tell me, Matajis.
Be in the company of the pure devotees who are already doing service, Mataji.
Okay, one at a time. One person. Who's this? Archana Mataji?
Hare Krishna,
Okay.
Mataji.
Being in the company of saintly devotees, correct? Second,
Yes.
anybody else? Second point?
Japa in a secluded place, Mataji, peaceful place.
Yes. Peaceful, secluded place, consciously phasing out our external distractions. Okay, third principle?
Chant in determined attitude, Mataji.
Yes. So you don't let the mind take over the chanting should take over the mind. Okay, fourth?
Think
Think of the
mantra.
meaning of the mantra
Yes,
while
yes.
chanting.
Yes. Thank you very much. You're all paying attention. Hari bol. Then exercise 7. So 7 is reflect and churn. So reflect on the experiences you've had while chanting in all these different ways. What came up while you were chanting, concentrating, listening, keeping Krishna in your heart, offering him a diamond throne. If something was helpful, then build upon it as a part of your regular practice. So 7th is just, reflecting on our own experience. So Maharaj has given, like 6 exercises. So we can do each one maybe one day and see what helps us, because something that helps one person may not help the other. So you see what helps you in focus japa, and then you can because all these we can't do. Beginning only Maharaj said so many exercises are there, but you see what suits you. So that's the recap. Actually, after japa, we again put our bead bag and आज के लिए खत्म करके हम जाते हैं, पर we have to reflect on how was the quality of our japa. Does anybody do that? Reflecting on how the japa went today?
Yes, once in a while I do.
So we should do. Was it better than yesterday? How many rounds was I
How we
able to
can
actually
improve.
concentrate? How many I could not concentrate? What was my mind doing? Did I meditate on the lordships? Did I do it in the mood of seva? Did I do the mantrartha chintanam? So all these we have to reflect actually every day. Only then we can improve, because if we don't understand how our japa is, then where is the room to improve? If we don't know our faults, then we won't improve. So actually in that book also, I was reading the other book. In that also, Maharaj, Satsarup Das Maharaj writes every day. He's actually writing a diary of, his reflections about the japa. So he writes, it was better. My 6 rounds were better. My 5 rounds were bad. I was thinking of this, that. So much of, reflection. At that stage, when you're this almost, Uttamadhikari stage also is doing that, then, what are we? So we should constantly reflect on our japa quality. Otherwise, years will pass by. I'm telling from my own experience. Years will pass by and we would have not achieved anything out of the japa. So my humble request to all the devotees here. Then, so those were the 7 exercises. Then, last little summary. Yeah, and then one more thing we can do is we can arrange programs to share the holy name. And when we do this, the holy name is deeply touched. So we can do, little sanghas, little kirtan programs, or in Nagar Sankirtan, or little, just few, your colony people, your apartment people, even if it is, 4, 5, 6 people, we can gather and then tell them about, holy name. This pleases the holy name very much. Then, or, bigger things you can do, like, full Nagar Sankirtan you can do, or you can go to Vrindavan, take part in the 24-hour Kirtana. So many ways to remember or serve the holy name, they said. So, holy name showers unlimited blessings when one serves devotees by guiding them into deeper contact with the holy name, or if one serves the public by arranging programs such as Harinama or public chanting events. So whether, you gather some devotees and you're talking about the holy name, or, you're bringing them into chanting, or, you're doing bigger programs like, kirtanas or public chanting events also, the holy name is very, very pleased. So those are the exercises, dear devotees. I'll just summarize the Seva little paragraph. So the whole like the recap I gave you the last time's class and this class together, Krishna is drawn to us the moment we chant in Seva. Why, dear devotees? Why is he attracted by our Seva attitude?
Because Seva is Radharani.
Because that is a mood of the Radharani. And then when we chant in a faithless mood or with an attitude to enjoy, this more applies to Kirtana, then Krishna turns away from us. So at that time, what happens? Kirtana becomes just a good music. And it is not true Kirtana. That which does not glorify Krishna is not Kirtana. So he'll only manifest himself when we chant with Seva Bhav. When we sing with Seva Bhav or chant with Seva Bhav, that is only time Krishna manifests. So sometimes I believe, in the early stages, like, when we all started chanting, at least I experienced so much, happiness and ecstasy in my initial rounds. So Krishna partially manifests to a new devotee, I believe. So that little taste, few drops of taste is going to give so that, they continue chanting. So that he does. And then later on, these, I think, middle years, no taste because we are doing all these offenses and mistakes. And then he'll only manifest again when we are chanting in the Seva Bhava. So we have to have this full spirit of service if you want Krishna to fully manifest in our lives and in our japa. So Maharaj says these exercises in this chapter can dramatically help bring the spirit of service into your chanting. It is, however, important to note that chanting itself is devotional service and it pleases Krishna. It pleases Krishna chanting itself, but when you do it with seva and attention, then he's very, very pleased. So our inner resolve when we chant should be, let me serve you. So that seva bhav we should chant. So this whole chapter was about seva bhav. Then next class would be, I don't know, Janmashtami is coming, but next chapter in this book is Vipralamba. So chanting in the mood of longing. So thank you very much, dear devotees. Yadatra skalitam kinchit. Yadatra skalitam kinchit. So if there's any, I'm just reading from this book. So, and as it is. So again, like I said, it is to help me more than any of you. This book has personally helped me. So it's all, anything you took out of this session, it's all, Guru's mercy, not mine. So thank you very much, Mataji, for your attention. Hare Krishna.